The world is filled with high traffic consumerism. But underneath all that noise are the silent, wealthy people of the world. But what does it take to actually get rich? Despite seeing brand new cars everywhere, only 1% of the world is actually rich. And in the US, it equates to having an income of over $400,000 per year. But should getting rich even be your goal? In my opinion, no. I'd much rather be wealthy. The difference between the wealthy and the rich is simple. The rich work for money while wealthy people have money work for them. And when money works for you, you can do whatever you want. Unfortunately, the first step to being wealthy is where 90% of people get trapped. But if you're watching this video, then you will no longer be a part of the 90% of people that don't know the world around them. Most people are trapped in their own worlds, loaded with infinite amounts of information every single day. Media surrounds our lives and keeps us poor while the rich are out making money. We don't see the endless amounts of opportunities presented to us on a daily basis because we lack the knowledge. But luckily, it's not your fault. Until now. Take a moment to look around you. Everything was thought of, made, and sold to you by someone else. And at the top of that chain is the 1%. And there is nothing stopping you from being just like them. When most people realize this, they start to question the world and move on to step 2. For me, this was an introduction to investing. I watched people like Grant Stephan who gave me hope that I could have money too. This eventually led me to opening up a stock account and focusing on my credit. Maybe you're at the stage building credit or learning the fundamentals of finance. This is a fantastic place to start, but this alone will never get you wealthy, or at least not fast, which is why most ambitious teens skip to the next step of high-risk opportunities. Luckily, this is the birth of the entrepreneur in you. Every entrepreneur starts with a goal, and usually that goal is to make money, and it definitely was for me. But what these entrepreneurs don't see is greed. Unfortunately, greed moves swiftly to crush all your dreams and ambitions, and it definitely did for me. After learning to invest, I soon learned about options and day trading. At the same time, I decided to quit my job and start a dropshipping business. These decisions were not calculated. At this time, I learned a lot about dropshipping and stocks, but needless to say, I didn't know how to be profitable yet. And this is how most entrepreneurs start: by failing. I lost over half of my stock portfolio. Maybe you're at this stage also getting into high risk opportunities. Let me warn you, the odds do not lie. When it says 99% of people fail, 99% of people fail. And the only 1% are the people who have been doing it for years and are dedicated. So if you're in this stage, just be careful, because one mistake can ruin months of profits. So learn fast. So after losing half of their savings like me, most people would probably quit. They'll give up on their business due to self-doubt and not realize that there's always a path driving them to their desired outcome. You just have to be on the path long enough. But this wasn't me. I was arrogant, and I knew that I could regain back all of my losses and somehow be a millionaire by 20. So I gave it another shot. I learned more about the stock market and business and started to trade stocks like a pro. I would wake up at 4 a.m. just to watch the pre-market open and constantly watch YouTube videos about trading. And I started to be profitable. I regained back everything I lost up to that point, and I knew that I would be successful until the group of stocks I was invested in started to drop. I didn't know what to do, so I picked the best option possible. Buy high, sell low, baby. I went from profitable to negative 70% in only a couple of months. And I was crushed. At first, I blamed every YouTuber I watched for betraying me and sending my stocks falling to the ground. But I soon swallowed the accountability pill. And this is a hard realization that every entrepreneur will face at some point. Taking accountability means that you admit that you are the problem and that you take responsibility for everything that happens to you, no matter what. I realized that I lost half of my portfolio because I decided to trust other people with my money instead of trusting myself. After this, I decided that I lost enough and that I should take a break. But this break did not mean quitting. I still knew I could be successful. So I took this time to learn everything I could about trading and business, knowing that one day I would use it again. I call this the rebirth stage. At this time, you may switch opportunities, pursue different business models, or stay in the same business as you were. The only thing that really matters is your understanding of knowledge. For me, I decided to get a high-paying job so I can build up my money and learn on the side all at the same time. Luckily, that job also taught me a lot about business, which would be extremely useful in the future. So if you want to really be successful, you have to understand what meta learning is. Meta learning is learning how to learn. This means finding how you personally learn, and learning the skill is obviously extremely important. If you don't know how to learn, then you're not going to absorb all the information that's coming your way. I personally cannot learn on flashcards, so I don't use flashcards to learn. You need to figure out how you learn best, whether that be reading a book, studying someone else, or going on a trip, or taking some action, whatever it is, you need to figure out how you learn and use that to your advantage. So from every past mistake, you will learn that there are things that you don't know. And you only know about them when you either make a mistake or somebody tells you if you're lucky. But now you have to figure out how to know what you don't know. As a kid, I always wanted to be a YouTuber. And I've tried many times before, but I never had the knowledge to actually pull it off until now. I seeked out every ounce of information that was available to me. I watched other people, took notes, researched, and accumulated as much knowledge as I possibly could. I would go on to say that this is the second longest stage in your journey, as it could be forever ending. This knowledge, paired with all my past knowledge of drop shipping, being in a large business, and trading in stocks, has given me the confidence to go 100% in on YouTube. So when you see this, you will see the finished product of everything I've learned up to this point. Luckily, this will take me to the next stage, which is sharpening my sword and creating wealth. And I'll tell you about it when I get there. But if you want to gain back more time and be an entrepreneur like me, then watch this video.